booties for black girl nerds.
Darren, a pleasure to be with you.
Hi, nice to see you.
Another wonderful show that we're sorry to see go. We've watched our characters change a lot over the course of these 7 seasons. When you look at Liza's journey, what do you, from first introduced and she wants to make this move back into the publishing world, how would you say she's grown the most over the course of these 7 seasons?
I think that she has become the person that by becoming younger, I think she became more mature, by going through that experience. And sort of like, I think she's realized that she's had like capabilities beyond what she thought she could. And I think that she realized that by taking these kind of risks, she got like some huge payoffs, in some ways, some disappointments. But I think in the end, I think she stretched her idea of who she was over all these years.
There's something to be said with working with younger people, and she definitely benefited from that, even though she was in that role. But we chalked them up.
And so did I, working with this terrific cast, so many younger writers. I mean, I feel like Liza's journey mirrors mine in so many ways of like, suddenly realizing you're not the young kid on the block anymore, and that there's a younger generation coming up behind you. And so I got to sort of like explore millennial culture working on this series, and work with a lot of really talented young people.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the most beautiful thing about this show, was kind of bridging that gap when you have these older-ish people in the workplace and the young
older-ish. I like that you say that.
Older-ish,
yeah.
Older, because we're good. We're older-ish.
Older-ish,
people
yes.
in the workplace who have to coordinate with each other. Over the course of the seasons, what have been some of, when you look back at some of the things that got fans really, really talking, of those story plots, were there any that your favorite that you enjoyed watching the audience reaction to?
Wow. It's been so many seasons. I'm trying to think back to some of those great moments. I mean, there were some like outrageous moments, like Thad in season 2 getting hit by a beam that crushed him. That was a little out there. I think fans were like, wow, they didn't see that coming. And then just, I think the Charles Liza romance and the passion behind it, I think was always just, I think there's a moment when he comes back and visits her, when it comes back and sees her after he's going away, and she's like in a blizzard, and he kind of comes up and surprises her and realizes that he wants to be with her. I thought was such a memorable twist, and filming in the snow, or our fake snow at the time. It was just a beautiful scene.
And lastly, with that scene, I love that one too, with so much romance, and people always say romance is dead and young people are not romantic anymore. Is this helping restoke romance and helping millennials see good examples of what romance could be, what relationships could be, bridging gaps? Where do you think this show falls in that?
I think it really is a very romantic show. And I think it's romantic about the relationships between Charles and Liza, and Charles and Josh, and also the big romances between Liza and Kelsey. I think they're sort of like, they have their own love affair. Liza and Maggie have their own love affair. And I think the importance of friendship is also such a big part of this show, and younger, and that like friends can go through challenges, and you can break a friend's heart. And I think that's something that this show has done also. I think some of the most emotional moments in the show come between like the conflicts between the friends.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you. I'm sorry to see it go, but I'm happy to talk to you. This is a beautiful show. Thank you for
so
your
much.
time.
Great to talk to you too. Thank you.
And your office is cute.
Oh, thanks.
I like to look at the background.
I'm in LA.
Oh, we do.
Oh, good.
Cool. Thank you, Darren.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.